Okay, one of the important things the food bank looks for is pop-top cans for ease of access. We're also looking for canned goods with no salt added or just lower sodium, so look for that on the cans. Okay, when you're buying fruit, be sure to look at the label. A lot of these have extra sugar. If they say heavy syrup or light syrup, that's code for sugar. Look for no sugar added. When it comes to rice, brown is better. Look for brown rice. It's whole grain, higher in fiber and protein than the white stuff. You stay away from sugary cereals like these. Look for whole grain cereals that are higher in fiber and protein.